Hello, it's me, Josh Hunter. Currently in the city of Santa Monica, California. First thing I need to let you know is, in case you're not aware of it, I'm not a guy that you ought to be pranking, ever. Like, not even once. Now, as far as I know, I haven't really been through very many pranks. I mean, there may be like these kind of long-term pranks that people have been working on for a while, but I think I'm not gonna communicate terribly like the feelings here, as far as my feelings about being pranked. But there's a reason why I hold back a lot of the time, why I don't go like fully into any situation, because there's something about me. Apparently people think like, oh, it's okay to prank this guy. It isn't. Now, I'm not a violent man, but I'm extremely patient. And that's kind of like your issue right there. Because a person does a prank and they say, well, at worst, what? This guy will get angry, maybe he'll throw a punch or something like that. I'm willing to wait like 1,000 years, is what I'm saying. Okay? Like, I'm not a vengeful person, first of all. Let me say that. Like, I'm not like a, oh, you did this to me, now I gotta... But, I can, now this may not be like the most mature thing, but although I won't strike back, I do know how to delay. I know how to make... For example, if you believe in karma, okay, eventually what you do to someone has to come back to you, or whatever you do comes back to you. So the karmic belief, or this cyclical belief, is that energy must return to whatever sent it out. So knowing that, there's no reason for me to ever get vengeance. Okay, like if I know for a fact that you pranking me or whatever, that you'll eventually get pranked too, or the same type of situation, the same effect will occur to you, and I don't really need to get vengeance. All I'm deciding is really how to what degree the effect will be. Meaning, there are certain things that you can do to make sure that you get a return on investment quickly, or maybe it takes a little longer. Meaning, in order for it to happen, in order for the karmic effect to return back to you, I'm a participant in this situation. So, like, I'm not gonna just... Meaning, when it returns to you, I have something to do with that. I have a certain amount of control as to when it will come to you. So when I say I'll wait 1,000 years, well then the return on investment of you, like if you pranked me like in the year 1100, let's say if you pranked me in the year 1000, okay, let's say it was 1000 AD, we were all hanging out like in some fucking, church or something, and bunch of priests and fucking nuns just fucking hanging out, and for some reason someone in our fraternity decides to do some type of churchly prank, and that was like 1,000 years ago. And at that point, I had been some very, patient priest or monk, maybe even. And my training told me, don't get angry, just kind of turn the other cheek. And what I didn't know is that underneath, on the face of it, I was just saying, oh, don't strike back. But really what I was saying, just let it build up. Because you see, if the energy works, if the energy is consistent, the longer that it takes to come back, the more of a whopper it's going to be when it does come back. Now, I haven't necessarily proved this. Like, I don't know for sure, because I haven't received a lot of return on investment on a lot of things that I've done. I mean, I have, I've done a lot of things, and nothing ever seems to come back to me, which indicates that either I don't have any real effect in this world, or like I'm just like a, you know, my energy works in some different way. But sometimes things do come back. For example, like in the year 2007, I had these buttons, like this "You are loved" button, and I gave one to this gal in the year 2007, and you know, I pay attention to everything that happens, and I didn't give it to her thinking like, oh, when am I gonna when am I gonna get this back? And then in the year 2015, I was sitting on this bench, and then Chris Martin from Coldplay came by, and he gave me like $10, some food, and these buttons. Like, give me 3 buttons, and one of them I think said "You are loved." So like, I'm wondering, like, is that like, I'm wondering, can I quantify this basically? Is that the amount of energy? Because I figure the amount of energy I put into it initially in 2007, 8 years delay. Well, I wouldn't say delay, but 8 years of it going out and then returning to me. That sounds about right, because the amount of energy that Chris Martin has, you know, in his general world, I would imagine that is an equivalent amount of energy. The amount I put in, multiplied by the amount of time that it takes to return. So, you know, that to me anyway was a return on investment. I don't mean to necessarily make it cold and financial, but I just want to make sure that the feelings are protected, or at the very least, something. Okay. Anyway, so, but that's like, you know, I've done other things. You know, like I've written lots of letters to ladies. I've done lots of, you know, deeds which I thought were pretty decent, and I'm still just like fucking, like, just like eating out of the garbage. Like, I can't, you know, I can't buy a vowel. I'm not saying that I do all these things just so I can get something back in return, but anyway, it tells me that there is a method by which you may delay, you know, someone even receiving their punishment. It can be done consciously, is what I'm saying. But the longer that it takes, in some cases, the worse it may be. So anyway, I'm just saying, like, I'm not a guy that you prank, all right? I'm not a guy you say, oh, let's fucking get this guy. Because, like, I'm patient and I don't mind suffering, okay? I don't, like, suffering is like, oh, what's one more fucking anguish, you know? But I'm just saying it for your sake, and specifically, mainly for the people who care about you. Okay, like, I don't really, like, if you're a type of, if you're dumb enough to think that like pranking someone is like a good idea, like, I don't care what prank it is. I don't like pranks in general. If you're dumb enough to think that it's a good idea, then you deserve whatever's coming to you. My concern is if there are people who really, really care about you, or even people who are dependent upon you, and you decide, oh, well, and I'm concerned about how it's going to affect them and how they'll react. Like, I don't mind if, like, you know, they, I mean, I'm always about, like, the bystander. I don't really care about, like, the people who do the deeds, but the people who get, you know, the casualties. Okay, the innocent bystanders. Like, these are the people, I think, you know, people who got swept up in something that had nothing to do with them, and it was simply, you know, like a chance thing. Like, it's just like they weren't. That's my concern here. So, please, no pranks. I'm saying this because I'm trying to let people. Most people are not like I've been outside. I'm dealing with the public all the time, but people aren't really, like, they're not aware of, like, what kind of realm they're dealing with when they're dealing with me. Like, what. Like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. Maybe I shouldn't, like, give a warning. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not. Maybe I'm too nice. I don't know. Anyway, the only reason why I'm saying this is I'm watching this movie right now. Literally, I've just started watching this movie like 15 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, called Slaughter High. And the description is like this guy, like I'm only 8 minutes into the film, but like this guy, he gets pranked by these people, and his birthday is like April Fool's Day, which is a fucking terrible. I don't like April Fool's Day like at all. And I thought to myself, man, if someone tried that shit on me, dude, like I would never fucking stop trying to curse these people. Like, you know, I mean, that would be the feeling which I would have to mitigate. But if I couldn't mitigate the feeling, I would just make sure that I would delay the karmic retribution for as long as I could, so they never fucking forget like why they shouldn't prank me. But I don't know, because I get the sense, like, you know, now that I'm gonna be like this popular YouTuber, like I'm gonna be this fucking famous popular YouTuber, that someone's gonna try and prank me. And I'm telling you, like, I feel sorry for the person who wants to try and prank me. Like, I can't, like, I feel sorry for you, your fucking family, like your dog, you know, like fucking your dreams and ideals. I feel sorry for all of it. Like what ball game do you think you're playing? So I just, like I said, I don't throw a punch. I don't have knives. I don't shoot guns. I utilize a very specific type of mathematics, okay? And because it's mathematics, it's exact. And there's no, like, there's no excess. There's no blood. But you know, you always, I mean, you'll know, right? You'll know that, like, this was, you won't even have the, like, you won't even say, like, oh, I can't believe this fucking guy got me. Like, it'll make you reticent, is what I'm saying, because I just, nah, that's kind of like, what is that? It's like, what is this, like, tough guy stuff? I don't know. I don't usually do the tough guy thing. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't try to be tough. I'm not trying to be tough. I'm not good at communicating danger. Is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not good at, like, at communicating when a situation is dangerous, because my voice is so, like, kind of like comical, that it's hard for me to, like, show you like when something is, like, actually become like a dangerous situation. Like, all I can do is just try and, like, fucking bark at you or something, you know. So, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, if I had like a gun, like, right here or something, then you'd think it was serious. Like, if I had, like, some type of a symbol or something. But I don't, like, what symbol is, like, universally recognized as dangerous? And when I say you shouldn't prank me, that goes for, like, anyone who is capable of doing the same things as I am as well. Okay? This is the one time where I'm not just talking about me. Well, not the one time, but people who are capable of doing the same things as I am, you should not prank them either. Okay? Like, if there turns out to be people who are as equally as patient as I am, like, you stepped in it, pal. Ding dong. All right? So just, sorry, I've been listening to talk radio, and so I haven't been getting KFI as good as I normally. I listen to Tim Conway Jr. Like, I really enjoy listening to him. That's why I hope I'm not being offensive. I can't tell. If I am, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. But yeah. Anyway, I can't. I gotta be sure. Alright. I'm 33 years old, and I've got the best grades on Earth.